Physical interpretation of the dot product. Physical interpretation. First is, this is a vector A, this is a vector B, and the angle between them is theta, right? So this is a vector A. How we can say that the vector A, vector B is equals to magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B cos theta, or A B cos theta? How? Just because the A vector has a component of B vector along A axis, which is B cos theta. This is a component of B vector present along X axis. So this is something like this: A B cos theta, which is equals to A vector dot B vector. So here we can conclude that the B vector has its component on the x-axis. Or if the question arises that tell AB along A, so A is already there, but we have a component of B along x-axis. For example, the question is B vector dot A vector. So here the A vector has its component on B, right, whereas B means y-axis. So this is basically a physical interpretation. Now I'm going to talk about the properties of vector. So the first property is that it follows commutative law. Commutative, which means that vector A dot vector B is equals to vector B dot vector A. Here we will consider two angles, which is theta, vector A and vector B. Vector A and vector B is equals to AB cos theta, right? So this is clockwise direction. But if we consider B vector dot E vector, so there will be something like this: BA cos 360 minus theta, just because we are moving B from B to A outside, so this is anti-clockwise direction, and we know that the angle outside is 360. This is completely 360 angle, anti-clockwise, and this is basically according to quadrants. 3 cos 360 minus theta is equals to cos theta again. So B A cos theta. So here we can see that vector A dot vector B is equals to vector B dot vector A. So we can conclude it through this statement. Now I'm going to talk about the thing which is distributive law. So vector follows distributive law as well, which means that vector A dot vector B dot vector C, B plus vector C. So it will be vector A dot vector B plus vector A dot vector C, vector A dot vector B plus vector C dot vector D. So it would be vector A dot vector C plus vector A dot vector D plus vector B dot vector C plus vector B dot vector D, right? So it follows the distributive law as well, and the square of the magnitude of the vector to itself is 1. For example, dot product vector with itself give a square of magnitude. For example, vector A dot vector A is equals to vector magnitude of vector A cos theta, right? So it's same for it, like vector magnitude of vector A dot magnitude of vector A is equals to A square, like A square cos theta. So dot product of vector to itself give the square of the magnitude. Now I'm going to talk about the orthogonal vectors. Orthogonal vectors vector, for example, when 2 vector I cap dot I cap, when 2 vector multiply with itself, it gives vector I cap magnitude vector I cap cos theta. We know that the value is 1 and cos 0, and cos 0 is equals to this is 1 is equals to 1. So I dot vector I dot, which means self product, is equals to 1. But if we consider by vector I cap dot vector j cap, so this is magnitude of vector I cap magnitude of vector j cap cos theta.